First thing you remember, put this collar on, and it has a definite stop in the back so you know how far it needs to go on. You see how it would have been very difficult to try to move that without taking the rest of the trim off? I mean, it might have been possible by lifting that, and you know, I think I could have just barely fit my fingers in there like that. I might have done that without taking that off, but at least you know how to do it. I'm giving you 2 ways to try it, but you know, take your pick. If you got really small fingers, do it the other way. Now, this is a slight tricky part because the screw threads are way back here, okay? They're back there a ways. And I've got to catch them with these long screws, remember? I'm going to hold this straight up, so now, so I've got to take one of these screws out. There's no way I'm going to fit both of them in there exact. So I can at least see one of them, you know? I can see one there. And this one here, you know, I think I might be able to see it. My face right up there. And, missed it. See, that's a little tricky. If you can't see it, you may have to put one in and almost all the way, and then you've got to fish it in there. You know, but since I can see it, see, I barely saw that back there. And I can just start that good. Get that one started. I don't want to use a battery operated drill here or anything, because if I set that screw in there and barely get it on there and just ram it in thinking I've got it straight, maybe I cross thread something in there, and that would be bad, wouldn't it? So I always like to do everything by hand. And I know it's going in there because it's going nice and easy. See if I can't do this with my left hand. I'm not a left-hander. I want you to see what I'm doing. I can look at that and see I can kind of reposition that a little bit. In fact, the installers kind of installed their backing piece crooked. And this is coming out at an angle, but there's nothing I can do about that. I don't want to start messing around with trying to do something inside the wall. Then you're looking for a possible leak, you know. All I want to do is adjust this to hot and cold better, or the hot water better. I didn't come here to show you how to fix a water leak in the wall, did I? Okay, that looks pretty good. I just want to make that snug. So I go back and forth here. It's only so tight you're going to get that. Once you start feeling it pull up against there, you know, I would stop. You don't want to over tighten those, because then you can put more pressure on that whole valve assembly inside the wall. That's when you're going to start having leaks, you know what I mean? You just want this so it's snug. Okay, there you go. Okay, now I got to put my little sleeve back on, and this sleeve just kind of fits on there. Just line that up. There's an H and a C. I don't know if you can see that. H for hot, C for cold. And you can have that swiveled anywhere. You can always slide that back into place. I always like to kind of line things up. And see, that kind of friction fits on there. If yours is loose, you could always put some silicone on the back side, some bits, spooges there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Push that on there, tape it on there, and let it dry, and then that won't move. If you do that, make sure your H and your C are lined up nice, so they're right, so they're not upside down or sideways or cockeyed. You know what I mean? Okay? Now, let's put that handle back on. Repositioned the camera a little bit. Okay, I've got my set screw up in there. Got this going. I want that position just right so I can fish it in there. Because remember, I can't put it on right now because this is, my little wrench is going to hit there. So I got to lift this out again a little bit. Come on. I'll put this on and lift it up that way, I guess. Like that. Okay. Now, stick that on. Make sure you got it pushed on all the way. You don't have it pushed on all the way. Your set screw might be on the bottom edge of that notch area, not on the inside upper edge of that notch area. You know what I mean? Okay, now I can tighten this up. The set screw. That set screw is going up behind there. I just want to make it snug. But I want to make sure it's up in there. I think it is. Pull on it a little bit. I don't have to over-tighten this screw. I just want it snug. I want to make sure it's not just binding on a dirty thread or something, you know? Okay, I think I got it. Okay. So far, so good. Now, this has got to go all the way over, remember? Look at that. Cold all the way, hot all the way. I'd say this job's complete. What do you say? Hot, medium, cold. Guess we can mark that one off the list.